Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. This is Rome Business Radio. We are broadcasting from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. I am Roger Manus with Rome Business Radio.
And I'm Thomas Kissel with the Rome Floyd Chamber.
What's going on, Thomas?
Good morning, Roger. Let me start this show today a little differently. Okay. How about a little trivia?
Oh, gosh, curveball. Go ahead, Thomas.
Well, I'm just reading a couple lines, and you tell me singer and title of the song. Shouldn't take you long, though.
Okay.
Well, since my baby left me.
Oh, this is Elvis Presley, Heartbreak Hotel. That's it?
That's it. Hey, hotel, we have somebody from hotel here, and it's about hospitality.
Oh, Thomas, thank you.
Hospitality. And that actually, applies to all of our guests today. But let me talk to that a little later, maybe a little bit more.
That's great. Well, thank you for the trivia. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big Elvis Presley fan. He is the king of rock and roll, after all. My musical taste got formed as a kid. My dad took the entire family to see Elvis at the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia, in the early 70s, and he was still skinny and rocking, and so I fell in love with the king right then. But Thomas, thank you for getting me off the subject. Now, would you introduce our guest, please?
Absolutely. Today, we have three lovely ladies here, and to my right is Kristen Warden, and she is with Pride and Birthdays here in Rome. And then we have across from me Carissa Shellhorse, and she's with Anytime Fitness. And then last but not least, Maureen Kirkland from the Fairfield Inn.
Hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the cocktail party without cocktails, where we just chat and get to know each other. So let's go around the room here, and let's just do it by arrival time. Maureen, you were here first.
Yes, painfully punctual.
Yeah. So Fairfield Inn,
yes,
opening soon.
Yes,
at a location near you.
Absolutely, January 25th is our opening date, so we are absolutely thrilled. Finally coming around. The construction is almost done. It is going to be a fabulous, stunning hotel. Not your average Fairfield Inn. It's going to be really beautiful.
Okay. Well, yeah. Tell us about what makes it a little different.
Sure. Well, it's owned by Berry College, and it is a Marriott property. So, of course, it's above and beyond. But we're going to have interactive art throughout the hotel, which is going to depict the history of Rome and Berry College, which is a little bit different. We're overlooking the tennis courts, of course, the Rome Tennis Center, which is just beautiful, and Mount Berry. We're going to have, of course, free breakfast, which is going to have omelets, bacon, fresh fruit, Greek yogurt. We're going to cover the carnivores and the vegans, so we're not
free breakfast for guests, right? I just can't stop by.
Yes, free breakfast for guests. We're pet friendly, so we love your pets, which is really exciting. You can bring up to 2 pets to stay with us, and we have a 740-foot square foot gym, which is gorgeous, overlooking the pool. So a really big gym with a lot of great equipment. We're very excited about that.
Well, that's actually a great segue.
Yes.
For people staying at your hotel, but for people who live here, there's another place to work out, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, tell us about it, Carissa.
So I am the general manager over at Workout Anytime here in Rome, and we are a 24/7 fitness facility, which is really awesome. So no matter what day of the week, Christmas, Thanksgiving, doesn't matter. We are open, functional, and ready for you to stop by. So that's pretty great.
Well, when you walked in and when I found out on the guest list from Thomas, who was on the show, I immediately felt out of shape. I immediately felt winded because, I'm just one of those middle-aged guys. But so at 24 hours a day, are people in there at 3 a.m?
Oh, they are. We have tons of people that come in overnight. So, it's great for people who work night shift, or maybe you're an insomniac or whatever the case may be, but you can come in 2, 3, 4 in the morning if you felt like it, and the doors are open for you.
Yeah, I guess people have weird work schedules, and there are different shifts of work and children responsibilities. So, but even holidays too, huh?
Even holidays too.
And how big is the facility? Like, what do you offer equipment-wise and amenities-wise and stuff like that?
So equipment, it's all your standard. I think our biggest pull on that is something called the React machine, and that is a piece of equipment that is branded specifically for Workout Anytime. It's the only place anywhere that you can use it. It is a core workout. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a piece of equipment that you stand on top of, and it makes you feel almost like you're on a surfboard. It moves for you, and you just hold on to the little bars on the side as it as it goes through. It's almost like a little carnival ride. It's a lot of fun.
She's making it sound pleasant.
It is. It is very pleasant. It's a good time. As far as amenities go, with our premium packages, we have a hydro massage bed. We have tanning. We offer guest privileges, so you can bring somebody with you every single time that you come to the facility. And one of our biggest pulls is we have a certified personal trainer on staff. And regardless of the membership that you sign up with, you do get one free training session with that trainer to go over any goals, limitations that you may have, and they'll work out a plan specifically for you. And then they'll actually take you out on the floor and run you through a 30-minute workout, and it's totally free.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
And when they throw you through this workout, is it like, my high school football coach, are they yelling and screaming?
Yeah, no, we don't do the warden treatment. They're awesome people, super friendly and very knowledgeable. And yeah, it's more fun than it is you getting yelled at.
Well, that gives us another natural segue. She said warden. So we'll go to Kristen Warden. Kristen, you've actually been on the show before with Brighter Birthdays, which is a fantastic organization. But for those who are not familiar, give us the overall view of Brighter Birthdays.
Sure. We are a local nonprofit. We've been here in Rome we're going to be getting ready to turn 6 this year in March. And what we do...
It's going to be your birthday.
It'll be our birthday, and we usually do celebrate that, yes. So we provide a backpack filled with toiletries, party supplies, gifts, and school supplies to area children. We do this through the school systems. So we work with administrators and guidance counselors, and they tell us how many people and how many students in their school would benefit from what we do. So we don't give them any guidelines. They just tell us a number. And this year we've delivered total over 10,000 backpacks.
Oh, wow.
It's fantastic. So, and the genesis of this was some children, their birthdays kind of get missed.
Right. The idea came to me, it was Christmas time, and I was getting email after email about people that needed help celebrating Christmas with their children. And I started to think, well, how do these kids celebrate their birthday? So that's kind of how it came to be. We started out the first year delivering 250 backpacks. People just kept kind of coming to us and saying, hey, we'll put this in there, or we'll give you this to put in there. And it really started out, we thought it was just going to be a handmade card by my kids with some candy, and it ended up being this backpack the very first year. We formed a nonprofit soon after that.
So how did you get connected with the schools, and how does that process work with teachers? And I guess you get information from them, as you mentioned, but so just how does that connectivity work?
Well, initially, Jill Fisher was part of the program, and she's now head of the Rome City, parent board. So she helped me get some connections with some of the administrators. We just kind of made phone calls. We also worked with Brighter Day, which was an organization that provided food bags through the school system. So both of those inroads kind of led us to being able to connect to the right people.
Yeah, see, we talked about this previously, but I think this could be like a national thing. What are your goals with it?
Oh, we'd love to grow it. Yes. Yeah. We'd love to see it spread, into neighboring counties. We already do some with Polk and Chattooga, but not nearly enough. But I know Bartow, that would be a natural, easy way to go next. Just getting the resources. Yeah.
Yeah. And touching a lot of lives. And so what kind of feedback do you get from the teachers when they see the reaction of their kids?
Oh, that's one of my favorite things, is seeing some of the teachers post and, kind of tag us on the post with the kids in their classrooms using some of our supplies, or hugging one of the stuffed animals that we put in there occasionally. We get people when we go to the schools and we have our Brighter Birthday gear on. It's like the Pied Piper. We have the kids just skipping down the hall after us, telling us their birthday's coming up, or they got their bag last month, or whatever it is. So
yeah, there comes a point in time in life where you really don't care that a birthday has come. Am I right, Thomas?
See you again.
I know I'm there,
right.
But kids, it's so special.
Yeah. It is. Next to Christmas, it is in the winter holidays. It is the thing that they look most forward to.
Yeah. Switching gears here as I kind of keep going around the room. Maureen, you had mentioned you guys, the new Fairfield Inn, will be overlooking the tennis center. So I would imagine that's just a natural connectivity thing for you guys, for guests, is to be a part of everything that is, happens there.
Yes, absolutely. We're really happy to be a resource for all the tennis tournaments coming up. We're really booking heavily already for 2022, and working with the CVB and some of the tennis folks, and we're we're really excited about being able to be a resource.
All right, so you're coming down the stretch here. I mean, like, what headaches are you having on a daily basis besides having to come here and do a podcast?
Yeah. Well, we're just trying to get the word out right now and get everything in place, get everybody trained, get all our gear. That's, been a challenge, I think, with anybody, working on a construction project these days. Things are a little odd with distribution and whatnot. So that's kind of held us back a little bit, but I don't think I've ever seen a construction project, happen on time anyway. So,
well, yeah, and especially with supply chain issues.
Yeah.
So is it unique, the relationship with Barry? Or
yes, it really is, because it's going to be a learning hotel as well. There's only one other in the country, I believe, that is a learning hotel in the Northeast. And I'm very excited to be able to mentor some of the students with the hospitality industry. I think the hospitality industry is one of the greatest industries in the world. So I'd love to see some more of our Rome youth get involved with hospitality and stick around and be part of the Marriott or any of the other chains.
So you work with students and teach them everything?
Yeah. Well, we're going to have them actually work in the hotel. So, teach them anything that they would want to learn about the hotel industry, front desk and, management, things like that. So I love that because that gives a little more meaning to the whole project, in my opinion.
Well, Carissa, what's your background? Are you a fitness person forever?
Not necessarily forever. I've been in and out of gyms for 5 years now. So I was a sales consultant, membership consultant. Then I actually worked at a gym out in Alpharetta. I was a kickboxing instructor for a year. Right? Yeah. So beware. And now
don't make Carissa mad.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. So now I'm the manager over at Workout Anytime, as well as a part-time axe throwing coach. So I've got all my bases covered. But yeah, and I've been in Rome now for 5 years. And just this Workout Anytime, they actually just bought this out, the franchise that I work for, and they are the largest franchise within Workout Anytime. So that's awesome.
Like square footage wise or membership wise, how's that determined?
By the amount of clubs that they own. So they actually own 15 clubs.
Okay.
Which is double what anybody else does. And they're looking to acquire more. So these guys know what they're doing. They're great business-minded people, and they're working on ordering a ton of new equipment for us and getting everything up to date and it being the best of the best.
And where are you guys located?
We are over on Hicks Drive, so right across the street from where Home Depot is.
Yep. Okay. And how long has this place been open?
Now, to my knowledge, Workout Anytime has been there since 2014, but our franchise took over in October.
Okay. So what were the pandemic headaches, if any? Are they still going on?
Right.
Social distancing.
Yes. So we keep a ton of cleaning supplies out on the floor at all times, and as well, our members are really great about coming behind themselves and cleaning up, but all of our staff does it as well. So everything all day is getting cleaned, wiped down, shined, everything you can think of. And I think the biggest debate right now is just mask mandates. Some people are for it, some people are against it, but we were the first gym to open back up in this city when COVID had, quieted down. So they said a little bit. We were the first one to come back, and we don't have any plans of closing back down. So
gotcha. Yeah, we're just kind of a new normal, and we'll live with it, work through it.
This is it.
Figure it out. Okay, Kristen, what's your background? How did Brighter Birthdays kind of sprang from a nugget in your brain? But what was your background?
Well, I actually have a technology background. So back before kids, I built databases with GE.
So no real
nonprofit. No.
I asked my dad one time. He's a businessman in town. I asked him many years ago. I had a question. Dad, do you have any experience with nonprofits? He said, not on purpose, but sure. What do you want to know? But seriously, so you just kind of had this idea, and you've just run with the ball. what help do you need? The volunteers and putting kits together? How does that all work?
Right. We love to have groups come in and pack backpacks or pack the party supply packs. So that's kind of a one-time thing. If someone wants to put together a group of just a few people that have just a couple hours on their hands, that's all that it really takes to pack the backpacks. We do have ongoing volunteer opportunities. So if someone's interested in doing more of a permanent role, not necessarily a daily role, but more of an ongoing role, we do have those available as well. So,
do you have a sponsor of the backpacks itself? Is it from a special supplier? Do they all look the same, or how does it work?
They do, yes. We try to include the exact same materials in every single backpack, so that if a child receives a backpack in September and another one receives one in May, they get the exact same gifts that their friends did. So yes, we do. We have we have corporations, we have people that come alongside of us and say, oh, like Floyd provided all of our water bottles this year. So we do have people that do that, and then we have people that help us out monetarily, and we purchase the items that way too.
How do you market yourself as a nonprofit? Is it word of mouth? Is it just smiling faces on kids? Is it social media? What do you do?
All of those, yes. All of those. Yes, any chance I get to talk to people about it, I love to talk to people about what we do. So, yes. I should mention, I think last time we were here, I was here with Melissa Williams, who is part of our Teen Mom program. So we do have two other things that we do. We have a Teen Mom program where we come alongside that teen mom and we give them the things that they need to bring babies home from the hospital. And then we follow those babies through as long as they're part of the Teen Mom program until they're about 5. And then we also have a toy chest at Restoration Rome, and that's available all the time to anyone that's served by Restoration Rome, not just necessarily for birthdays.
And how did those things come about? Just another idea to...
Just a natural fit. We would really like to make sure that children of all ages feel celebrated on their birthdays.
Yeah. So, yeah, before they even get in school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going there. Marketing, which I like kind of going down the marketing thing here sometimes since we're ultimately at our core about business. When you're launching like a new hotel, what have you done to get the word out? Is this newspaper, TV, radio, social? What do you do?
That's very interesting
Billboards.
because, we were talking earlier about how long we've been in the industry, all our own industries, and I've been in the hospitality industry forever, but how it's changed so drastically, marketing with the internet and with social media. So Marriott, of course, is cutting edge when it comes to marketing. They really are. I mean, they really, they have covered every single angle as far as, now with Expedia and Priceline and all that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
You really have to be on top of that. We have a global sales force, so we're communicating with global sales reps, all over the world with Marriott. And of course, just, I love that they have a salesperson like myself, just, pounding the pavement locally and trying to meet everybody that I can, which I've really enjoyed. Thomas has been so very helpful and welcoming to me, in that regard. But I have met so many wonderful, gracious people here in Rome that are excited about this project. So between social media, Marriott, and chamber events and getting out and shaking hands and saying hello to people and writing letters, we're trying to cover all bases.
Thomas, I know that warms your heart.
It's true. The chamber's been phenomenal. Yeah.
Well, they've actually had an amazing year with the membership drive and all of that, which we've talked about before. And under new leadership now with Pam, Jeannie Krieger did a great job. But in fact, I encourage people who may be listening to this to go back to listen to a previous podcast where we kind of got a lay of the land of 2022 with the chamber. Things going well at the chamber?
Yes. And back to you, Maureen, with the technology and how everything changed with data and the search engine optimization. And, you can only go so far with technology. I'm sure, Kristen, you know that with your technology background. But at the end of the day, it's about personal relationships. Yes. And that goes also back again to the technology because you want those positive feedbacks, right?
Yes.
And that's part of a hospitality hotel ranking. I'm sure, you want to have positive reviews as much as possible as well. And you don't gain that from
a virtual experience, right?
That's right.
You need that face-to-face interaction and that state-of-the-art experience.
Yes, because people really do read TripAdvisor reviews. I mean, I know before I go anywhere, I read TripAdvisor reviews. So that's just one example of how important, social media and the internet is. You want those positive reviews because you want people to be able to read them and know what they're getting into before they book a room.
Well, what drew you to hospitality? I would imagine
because I just love to talk to people. Hospitality really is just taking care of people's needs and being nice. It really is. And I just think that's why I'm so excited to mentor younger people, because for those folks that don't know what they want to get into, which I kind of didn't, I majored in social work and I was a bit aimless and got into hospitality, and I just found it so exhilarating. I met a bunch of friends. I traveled. I learned great skills, leadership skills and communication skills. And it's something anybody can do.
I would hate working at a front desk at a hotel.
Well, front desk is a whole nother ballgame now. We weren't talking front desk. No, it takes a special breed to work the front desk. That's for sure.
Most people are very, very nice, but I would imagine there's just one guest every now and then that you're just.
Of course, we all know that. We've maybe been that person at times and regretted it, right?
Yeah, maybe. Carissa, marketing. How do you kind of get the word out about Workout Anytime?
So the biggest thing for us right now is definitely social media for the market that we are focused on, the age group and the demographics and things. Everybody's on their phone all the time. So we are constantly trying to put things out on Facebook and Instagram and everything else. And then, of course, anytime opportunities like this present themselves, I am so ready to be there. And we have, for the GE Trails, they've got a 5K coming up. So I'm going to jump in on that and see if I can help volunteer some things over there. I'm going to run it and, kind of represent Workout Anytime. And just, we try to make it, be as involved as we possibly can and try to post videos, make it fun, look exciting, things like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the hardest part about getting people into a gym?
Honestly, I think the hardest part is getting them to come back, not necessarily to get them to walk in the door, because everybody gets through that phase. They see something on TV, they talk to a friend, they've seen a commercial, whatever the case may be. And today's the day they're going to change it. They're getting motivated. They're going to come in. And after that first week or two, they love it and it's great. But if something comes up and they're out for a couple of days, it's like slowly and surely that motivation stops and they stop wanting to come back in. So I think that's the most difficult part. And so at our facility, we try to make sure that every single time somebody comes in, we're there to greet you. We want to talk to you. How's your weekend been? Make you feel incredibly comfortable and welcomed. And maybe if it's been a little bit since we do get so close, sometimes I'll even call out to members that I know are there regularly. And I'll go, hey, man, is everything okay? I haven't seen you around lately. And sometimes it is something that simple where it's, oh, well, I just kind of fell off the track. I don't know. I'll be there next week. Or I've even had a client recently got into a car accident. And so he was like, I'm so glad you called me and you noticed, like, hey, I'm okay. But, I really appreciate that. And 2 or 3 days later, there he was like clockwork. And he's there every morning and we sit and chit chat.
I heard this time of the year, the term New Year's resolution army.
Yeah, yes.
They storm all the gyms and everything. But, with working out, it really never stops,
Yes.
Even if, if you have losing weight goals and you
Why are you looking at me?
Maybe you need a friendly gym, maybe a friendly neighborhood gym.
Yeah, I can hook you up. I got you.
So yeah, but keeping that momentum is probably
exactly
the hard thing, to keep them there. So
exactly.
New Year's is basically once a quarter, right?
Yeah, right.
That would be ideal.
Is that true? Do y'all have a spike in people who join at the New Year because of resolutions?
Oh, absolutely. The
Really?
whole crowd of New Year, new me, they all come rushing in. So the biggest goal is just to get those people to keep coming back and to keep them in that mindset of, hey, you had these goals in January. They're just as important in February and March and April. If you really want that, you've got to work at it and you've got to keep coming back. So like I said, that becomes our biggest focus. It's just making it a very fun and welcoming environment. And we try to have challenges in the gym, that people can get involved in. We try to chit chat and hang out and make it where people just want to come back.
Well, it's interesting, your personal connection stories there where you know who your customers are and you might reach out. That face-to-face, as Thomas mentioned, that personal connectivity is important. Some people are probably just intimidated. They haven't worked out in years. And what would you say to them? Just come in, give it a try.
Give it a try. Like I said, we've got certified personal trainers on staff. And even if you have no idea what you're doing, but you tell them you've got whatever goal it may be, if it's to lose 20 pounds or you need to fit into your wedding dress, maybe you just had a baby and you want to cut the baby weight, like that's fine. Don't be intimidated. Everybody is where you're at right now. And we have a ton of people on staff who have also been in that place, but we have found a passion for what we do and we love it. And we will gladly walk you through it step by step. There's nothing to be intimidated about.
So you're saying set realistic goals. If I were to come in and say I want to look like Brad Pitt,
we'll try our best.
Abs like Brad Pitt.
Never say never.
Right, exactly.
So keep the goals realistic, Thomas. That's
right. And 24 hours. I can go there at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly.
And, if I have people anxiety, I go there. 2
Absolutely. That's a big draw point for a lot of people. I think with us that. For that same reason, if they're intimidated by it, I was like, you're not going to walk in and people throw around weights and be in your face. And I was like, it's not like that. And if you do want to come at times when there's not a whole lot of people, then middle of the day is usually pretty open for us. And between like 9 and midnight gets pretty open too. You can be in there. Maybe you're the only person there and you don't have to worry about other people watching or whatever, anxiety you may have over it.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just kind of go around the room one last time here for final thoughts. And Kristen, at Brighter Birthdays, maybe some contact information for you guys. And what do you need? Do you need volunteers? Do you need financial support? What do you need? And how can people connect with you?
Sure. You can reach me at info@brighterbirthdays.org. And our website is www.brighterbirthdays.org. You can make a financial donation there. We definitely are in need of financial donations. We also post a need of the month every month on our Facebook page. So typically that's going to be some sort of party supply. So plates, napkins, balloons, things like that.
So, it can be if you have one need each month, and that can be filled by people that just follow you on social.
Yes.
Okay, great. And Fairfield Inn, how many rooms did we talk about?
81 rooms.
81 rooms.
Yes, so kind of boutique-y.
Is that a word?
Yes, it's my word. I like it. Yes.
So resorty. I mean, you should see
resorty boutique.
You should see those views from the hotel, not just the tennis courts. It's like you're like in the middle of the woods.
Yeah. It's awesome. Really pretty. It really is a gorgeous view. Yeah.
So people listening who live in Rome and they have relatives coming to visit them, they don't have to stay at their house now. They can go stay.
Which is a beautiful thing.
You don't have to put up with your in-laws.
Well,
put
48 hours max, and then bring them on over. Right? Yeah.
But just contact information.
Yes. And I did want to mention real quick, too, we have a bar and restaurant, which Fairfield Inns do not normally have a bar and restaurant, but we do. So that's great. So people can enjoy a cocktail overlooking the tennis courts.
Oh, that's not even for guests. Just go have a drink there. Yeah.
Yes. And we've got an outdoor patio with a fireplace. So it's really nice. But yes, right now I would love to I'm giving tours to anybody that would love to see the hotel. Please call me if you'd like a personal tour. Our number is 706-235-9100. Of course, Marriott.com/charm if you want to make reservations. And I would love to meet all of you personally and show you the hotel and help you in any way I can.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. Carissa? Contact information. How can the website, whatever, however people can come and get that first workout in?
Okay. So they can definitely check us out online. It's workoutanytime.com and /Rome. You can also check us out on Facebook. Same thing, just Workout Anytime Rome. Instagram, you can call us, which is our number here is 706-405-3364. And we are staffed from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. throughout the week and 12 to 5 on the weekend. So you can also just come in, and we are offering a free day pass right now. So if someone wants to at least try it out and they don't want to commit yet and just kind of take a feel for it, you can stop in at any point. We'll give you a tour, answer any questions you may have, and then you can check out the place for free that day, work out, and use the amenities and things.
Well, and we did not touch on this, but are there levels of membership and prices and things like that? I guess more information on the website, but
right. So yeah, we have memberships that range from $9.99 to $29 a month, and there is more information about that on our site, as well as, like I said, if you come in at any point, we are happy to give you a tour and answer any questions you may have. We have a basic membership and a premium membership. And the biggest differences in those are just the amenities. The basic is just going to be 24/7 access to the facility and that one free training session. And with the premium, which is only $10 more a month, you get a lot more bang for your buck because you're getting the hydro massage bed, the tanning bed, the unlimited guest privileges. We're talking about possibly getting some Theraguns into the facility, which are like massage guns, so you would have use of those. So it's a whole lot more for just $10 more a month.
Wow.
For our Gen Z generation listeners, anyone on TikTok yet? No? Okay. Roger and I, we are working on a dance performance.
Yes.
I can't wait to see that.
But we got to work out for that first, right?
Speak for yourself, Thomas. Although to bring us back to the start of the show, in my day, I did a mean Elvis.
Oh, nice.
So final thoughts from you, Thomas. I know sometimes you try to find some connectivity here, and you teased it off the top with hospitality
right.
helping others.
Yeah, I just want to give, to conclude this nice conversation with the definition of hospitality, because it really applies to all of us, and it was a really fun talk today. Hospitality is the relationship between a guest and a host when the host receives the guest with some amount of goodwill, including reception and entertainment, of guests, visitors, or strangers. And there's a wise guy, like a French guy, he said, hospitality is also the way to treat people to treat other people. So, that really applies to all of us here today.
And it's always interesting to me as we brag on the town that we live in. You don't hear about Western hospitality or Northern hospitality, but you hear about Southern hospitality.
It's true. That's very true.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody. This was a great group. Our cocktail party without the cocktails as we get to know each other. Thank you all so much for listening. This has been the Rome Floyd Chamber Small Business Spotlight. We broadcast from the Hardy Realty Studios, and we work in cooperation with the Rome News Tribune. We'll see you next time.